Hey guys, Chat Trades here. So we're finally getting some different types of trades in the market. I want to make a video on this because as you saw today and yesterday, we've been selling off super aggressively on the NASDAQ, on the S&P 500. And what I want to do in this video is show you my market sell-off strategy, how I'm actually catching these trades to take the market short for sometimes, 60, 70, even 80 points on the NASDAQ. And what's cool about this is it's super easy to read, right? It doesn't require a bunch of indicators or a bunch of different time frames or anything like that. I simply look for key levels in the market. If we break it, we're heading straight down. If we stay above it, then we're probably going to consolidate or bounce up. So with that being said, let's go and walk through the strategy and the exact trade I took short this morning. All right, guys, as you can see, today is Wednesday. We are halfway into the trading week now. Today, I ended up making around $2,000 from shorting the market today using the strategy I'm going to be showing you in this video to short the market. If we look at this week so far, because I did not post on YouTube yesterday, as you can see, we're up around $3,800 on the week. Yesterday was kind of weird where we chopped around a lot. I took a few losses in this chop, and then I was able to catch a nice short, basically breaking this 600 level, and I trade this thing short all the way down near this 98. So caught a nice short yesterday. As you can see, we have a huge sell-off, right? And then the same exact pattern happened today. And today it was the same thing. I took like a partial winner in this chop right here, and then I took a loss right here. Then what happens as soon as we broke this key 597 level, right? As you can see, we tanked straight down to 95, which was my target. We can even see if we go over to my Discord, this was on my trading plan today. Backup setup, a short and break retest of 597, targeting 595. And this trade actually made me over, like $3,500 in P&L, making up for my loss this morning. So what actually is this, right? Why am I able to know if we break 597 on QQQ, why are we going straight to 595? And this is because I'm looking at the gamma on QQQ. So if you guys don't know, I do trade NQ futures, but I use QQQ as my main levels. If you guys don't know, there are free price converters. So you can just type in something like map multiple QQQ levels in Q. And you simply go to this indicator, go to the settings here, and you can change your levels, right? So if you want to see where 597 is on QQQ, I can literally just click on this and then it'll show me, right? So as you can see, I just put a horizontal line right over that level. So anyways, how do we actually get these levels, right? So first off, I'm just going to delete everything and kind of show you guys from scratch because this is the most important part. Knowing where is that key level where if we hold it, we're probably going to see, push back up. If we break it, we're going to go straight down and we're going to have an aggressive, in this case, it was an aggressive 80-point drop, right? Almost no pullbacks on this drop, right? How are we actually able to know that? Well, like I said, I do look at the gamma on QQQ. So if you guys don't know, QQQ mirrors NASDAQ futures, right? And there's more volume traded on QQQ, okay? QQQ is what actually moves the market, the options. So if we look at the software I use to read the Greeks, by the way, if you guys want to check out this website, there will be a link below. But the cool thing about this website is they have a replay feature. So I'm just going to go back to market open on September 24th, right? So we're going to go 2 minutes into the market open, and I'm going to move myself over here actually. And what do we see? When market opens, right, we want to look to the left here. We can see we're straight in the middle of consolidation. Okay, we got a big gamma bar, positive gamma bar at 600. And then we're kind of in the middle right here. The dotted line is where price opened at. Okay, and then we got a big negative gamma bar, and this should be at 97, I believe. Okay, this is actually 98. So first we're going to mark that out. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to come to the indicator, and we're going to mark out 600 and 598. Okay, so let's just start out with that. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and grab some horizontal lines, put that at 600, and put this one at 98. So 98 was our first key level where we're trying to see if we're going to hold this or not. So as you can see, we came straight down to it, right? We got a little bit of buying, but nothing enough to give us confirmation. And at this time, it was already 7:39, so we'll go forward 10 minutes, kind of see what it looked like. As you can see, 97 was starting to grow. If we actually look at this, as you can see, the 97 bar got a lot bigger, meaning 97 will potentially be a key level as well if we break this 98. So anyways, we end up breaking down again. As you can see, we broke down at like 750 or so, and we actually just touched 597. So let me go forward to where we actually broke down, which is right here. Okay, so what we can see now is kind of where I'm trying to get to. This will make more sense in a minute, guys. Okay, so what we're seeing now is we're breaking 598 and we're heading into 597, which is our new red bar, meaning this is the biggest negative gamma bar. And typically, this area likes to get protected, okay? So it likes to bounce off of this big negative gamma bar, especially if the next bar drops off a lot. As you can see, it drops off significantly after 97. So my original plan was I wanted to go long here, and this is kind of the line in the sand, right? If we break this level, we're going to go straight down to the next big bar, which is 95. If we hold this level, there's a good chance we're going to bounce back up to our first positive bar at 99. Okay, so that was kind of my thesis into the market. And from here, the Greeks pretty much stayed the same. They didn't really change from this point on, but I'll kind of just show you what they look like. So now we got this key 97, right? As I showed you, that 597 bar grew. It's the new biggest red negative gamma bar, as we can see, this 97. So we're going to mark this up as well. I'm just going to duplicate this horizontal line and put it somewhere in this area. Okay, so now, as we can see, what happens here is we start bouncing off 597 pretty aggressively. I actually got long right here. Okay, so this is actually my first trade, was going long somewhere in this area, putting my stop below the lows, and I was originally targeting close to where we opened near this 599 level. Okay, so let me just label everything so you guys have more clarity. Okay, and as you can see, we never got that push forward. Now, we originally got a little bit of a push here, and then we pulled back to basically where I entered the trade, and then we pushed again. I actually trimmed a contract right here, so I was able to make a little bit of money on this trade. Basically had my stop pretty much at break even, so this eventually stopped me out on this pullback right here. And then from there, we kind of bounce around, bounce off of it. And then we eventually got to 97. So at this point, I was up a little bit of money on the day. And then what happened is we started bouncing off this 97. I got long once again, right? Because at this point, what time was it? It was like 9:15 my time. So that was, if we go over to the Greeks, what it looked like. They pretty much are going to look the same. But this is 11:15 Eastern time. So we're going to go to 11:15. Okay, and as you can see, right, pretty much same thing. We're at this big red negative gamma bar, okay, at 97. If we break this bar, we're for sure going to our next taller bar, which is at 95. Okay, so we're kind of like at this 97 level, and this is the line in the sand. We're either going to bounce off of this, go back to 99, or we're going to break this, go straight to 95. I don't care what it does. Either way, I'm going to trade it, right, either direction. So now, we also want to mark this 95 because we know that, okay, now since we're at that line in the sand, there's a very good chance that we could be breaking down once again and going to 595, right? So we're going to draw this out and let's see what it comes to. So it's around 24,700 on NQ, right? So anyways, what happens here is, like I said, I get long again, seeing we're bouncing off 97. We're still holding it. Obviously, I quickly get stopped out once again. And at this point, I'm down around $1,200 on the day. Remember, this trade, I made a little bit of money because I was able to trim, put my stop to break even. This money, I lost around $1,500. So at this point, I'm down around $1,200 in total P&L. And then what happens is, what do? Right? We start breaking this 97. Okay, this is at like 9:35. Okay, so we can skip forward to 11:35 Eastern time. Okay, we start breaking this down. Greeks still look the same, 95. We have sellers at 95 on the delta, and then the gamma to the left here, we have a target at 95. After 95, we drop off to 94, and then we'll maybe get to 93, basically what this is telling us, right? So breaking 97, and once we break this level, we're going to go straight to the next bar peak, right? If we break this, then we're probably going to head down and come to this 93 right here. Since 97, we're in negative gamma, right? As you can see, all the bars are going negative, right? They're all going down. And what this means when we're in negative gamma is we get super high volatility, okay? When we're positive gamma, we have super low volatility. Okay, so what it looks like is when we are in positive gamma, we're going to have days more like this. We're going to go up, we're going to pull back, we're going to go up, we're going to pull back. We're going to eventually get to a target. We're going to consolidate for a bit. We're going to go up, we're going to pull back, we're going to go up. This is what positive gamma days look like. Okay, this is on Monday actually. I'll show you. Now, when we enter negative gamma, it's the complete opposite. We enter high volatility and we take the elevator down. So you think of positive gamma is the stairs up, okay, and negative gamma, which we're getting into right now, that's the elevator down. Okay, market makers, liquidity providers are forced to sell, and completely flip all their hedges. And again, this is why we get in a very aggressive move down straight to the target. Okay, so this is my last trade. As you can see, we came up, we retested this 97 just barely, got a red candle, entered short right here, put my stop just above the level, and boom, rode this thing straight to 95 for a nice RR. And obviously this put me nice and positive on the day. Now going back to my Monday example, right? This is yesterday, or this is today. This is yesterday. It was the same exact thing where, you know, we're at this 600 level on QQQ, and that was the line in the sand, just like 597 was today. As soon as we broke it, right, we entered negative gamma, and boom, we just went straight down, right? And we can actually show this to you. When did we break this 600 level? This was right at 11:25 Eastern time. So I'm just going to go to 11:25 Eastern time yesterday. Or I'm sorry, this is 13:25 Eastern time. Okay, look at this. Right, it's the same exact thing. As soon as we break this negative gamma bar right at 600, what happens? Okay, let's zoom in on here. What happens? We're going to go straight down to 97 or 98, one of these. Okay, so one of these bars. As you can see, what happens, right? We break this down and boom, we go straight down to 97. No pullbacks. We just go straight down. And again, this is because when we have negative gamma, right, it's high volatility, we take the elevator down. Now, if we go back to Monday, for example, like I said, it was a very positive gamma day where, you know, we actually did have pretty high volatility because, you know, we're just at all-time highs. So it's lots of things going on, but it's more consistent, right? We go up, we pull back, we go up, we pull back, we go up, we pull back, we go up, we consolidate, we go up, we pull back, go up, pull back, consolidate, right? This is what positive gamma days look like. Obviously, some positive gamma days, it's more of a choppy range, right? But we slowly trend up. So that's the difference there. So again, all I'm looking for is I'm looking for us to break our key negative gamma bar and taking it over to the next target, marking out those key levels on my chart and all that good stuff. So anyways, guys, this is my strategy, but this is how I end up making the $2,000 on the day. That's my trade recap. If you guys want to learn more in-depth training on how to read the Greeks, how all this stuff works, if you guys don't know, tomorrow I'm going to be hosting a free live webinar going over all this in depth. So if you guys want to join us, just go over to the first link in the description below this video. It's going to be tomorrow, September 25th at 7 p.m. Eastern time. We only have 500 spots available on Zoom, so be sure to secure your spot using that link below. But like I said, we're going to be going over in depth on how to actually look at these key institutional levels using the Greeks in the options market. And again, I only do this on NASDAQ. So that's the only thing I trade. This also works on SPY, but like I said, I like to just stick to one thing. So anyways, guys, if you want to register for this, be sure to use that first link in the description below this video. But yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed this one. Hope you found value from this video. Like I said, I pretty much recap my trades multiple times per week on this channel. So go back and watch my other videos, and you're eventually going to learn more and more because again, this form of trading is a lot different, but it's pretty simple. It's not that hard once you actually get used to it. So Anyways, guys, if you have any questions, let me know. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning for another day of trading. And yeah, guys, hope you guys have a great rest of your day.